Good afternoon, welcome back to Meadowlands. Second game up for the day, Howick vs Waitakere Bears. Currently in the box for the Bears, number 7, Aisha Hooper. So running through the defensive lineup for Howick today. Alison Spinus-Valinis on 1. She's pitching to Zoe Toloff. Brianna Gibson playing first base. Second base being played by Karina Ram. Third base is Ariana Kingi. Your shortstop is Kaylee White. Natasha Taylor playing left field. Devlin Ontevios playing centre field. And Tamsin Smith rounding it out in right field. So 2-2 of the count on Hooper. Once again, a big thank you to Hollywood Fish Farm. Without them, we would not be able to bring you these streamed games live. So if you get the chance, please make sure you head across to their either website or Facebook page. Give them a like. If you need any fish or tanks or anything else, head across and see Adrian and Bex out there at Albany. They'll see you right. And a swing and a miss from Hooper for the third strike. She'll head on back. And coming out to hit now, number 43, Tanila Matangi. Just looking to push that bunt down, but fouling out past third. Down the centre, called strike. Charging, but holding the swing. So 2 and 2 the count on Amatangi. And strike 3. So 2 down for the Bears. She'll hit on back. Strike called. Driven down to Gibson at first as she couldn't hang on to it. So Tegan Bromhead will go safe. Nukunuku will swap her with the DR, so number 5 Michaela Cross will come in to run. And that'll bring into the box number 1 Michelle Fletcher. Beautiful hit by Fletcher, straight in between centre and left. It's gone right out to the fence. So that'll give Fletcher a stand-up double. She'll bring the RBI in with Cross coming home. Fouled off by Bromhead. Two balls, 1 strike to count on Bromhead. Swung on but fouled out over the third base fence. And tip foul for the third strike. So Bears will head back in, 1 up. We'll be back in a second going into the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first. So the bottom of the first out here at Meadowlands, Howick versus Bears. So just having to make a quick camera adjustment. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. So Devlin Lontavius in the box there, drove one high and deep to right field. Taylor Maxwell coming around under that for the catch. So quickly just running through the defensive lineup for the Bears. Before we do that, obviously in the box for Howick, number 2, Zoe Toloff. Just having a wee hand to bat issue there and losing it. So starting lineup for the Bears. On the hill, number 8, Tyler Morrison. She's pitching to number 12, Arahan Noanoa. First base, number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Second base being played by number 7, Aisha Hooper. Third base, number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. 43, Tennille Amatangi is your shortstop. 13, Bohemian Quinn out in left field. Number 2, Kayla Clark playing centre field. And rounding out their starting 9 is number 17, Taylor Maxwell out in right field. Nice inside edge there, called strike. So 2-2 the count on Toloff. Driven to Bromhead at 3. Nice quick throw through to Sister Tegan at 1. So 2 down for Howick. That'll bring up number 20, Allison's spinous valinus. Leaving that one, but called strike. Ball called fair, just hum past third before it rolled out. Way down deep to that back left corner. So Allison will go through for a stand-up double. So it brings up number 7, Brianna Gibson. Popped up. Hooper will come forward comfortably under that for the catch, and the third out for Howick. We'll be back heading into the top of the second. Bears leading this one 1-0.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, welcome back. Meadowlands out in Howick. Howick versus Waitakere Bears, part of the Bev Smith Memorial. Bears 1-0 up. We're in the top of the second, and in the box for the Bears, number 13, Buquin. Called strike on that one. 1-1. Down in the dirt, she was thinking about it. Punch down. Pardon me. But Kaylee White coming through, retrieving that one nicely for the throw through to Gibson at first. One down for the Bears. That'll bring in number 12, Arahan Nonoa. Called strike. 1-1 the count on Nona. punch down. But on that occasion, Karina Ram coming forward, collecting and spitting it across to Gibson on first. 2 down for the Bears. Brings up number 17, Taylor Maxwell. Strike call on Maxwell. Maxwell punching, but Nuka that time with the scoop and throw. So 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back heading into the bottom of the second. Bears leading this one 1-0.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
So nice and quick, obviously up for Howick, number 3, Ariana Kingi. Drove one across to Tanila Matangi at short. Throw was successful, 2-1, so 1 down for Howick. That'll bring up number 12, Tamsin Smith. Strike called for her first. Popped up just behind short, so Smith will go through for a single. And that'll bring up the DP for Howick, number 19, Phoebe Davies. Driven straight up the middle. So Clark coming through from centre field with a throw, but not in time. So Howick will bring in their DR, number 4, Samantha Greenwood, to run for Davies. Howick now with runners 1 and 2. And that brings up number 18, Kaylee White. Driven down Matangi, they'll take the lead runner. And a beautiful throw from Hooper to first to turn the double. So, side away for Howick. We'll be back in a second, going into the top of the third. See you shortly. Okay, top of the third, currently in the box for the Bears. Number 2, Kayla Clark. Swung on and fouled off. Punch down, straight past the pitcher, and Clark will go through for a single. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Number 7, Aisha Hooper. Punch down, but fouling off down the third base line. Strike call on Hooper. Just inside. Driven down. And under the glove of the shortstop. So nice running by Hooper and Clark. Stand up double for Hooper, advancing Clark. Runners now 2 and 3. quick time called, so they'll have a rally. But up next for the Bears will be number 43, Neil Amatangi. So timeout's over, looks like we're ready to rock. Clark taking a nice jump. Strike called on Amatangi. 1-on-1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leveled up, 2-2. And down the centre. Called third. So Amatangi will head on back. That'll bring up number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Inside for a ball. Slap down. Beautiful play. They hit it straight back to the pitcher. She tried to hold Clark at 3, but as soon as she went for that throw, Clark was gone like a robber's dog. So Bears will go 2-0 up. And in the box, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Punched high, but the wind will take it. And down the centre for a called third on Fletcher. So side away for the Bears. We'll be back going into the bottom of the third. Bears leading this one 2-0.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double-barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. Collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, welcome back to Meadowlands. Currently in the box, number 5, Natasha Taylor for Howick. So ball inside. Foul ball. Swing was late, fouling off. And down the centre for a 3rd strike. So Taylor will head on back. That'll bring him to the box. Number 8, Devlin Ontivios. Hit high. So punch time, but the right fielder Maxwell coming in, comfortably taking that catch. And Toloff hitting that one straight back down to Morrison on the plate. I think gave her a bit of a fright in the process. Nevertheless, throw to 1. She is gone, and a quick 3 up, 3 down for Howick. We'll be back going into the top of the 4th. Bears leading this one 2-0.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, welcome back. Just a wee bit of a break while they make a couple of adjustments. Just needed to move the pitcher's mat and secure it. Looks like it was getting a bit of a slip on. So as we said, top of the fourth here. Bears are 2-0 up. And currently in the box is number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. So strike called. Looked a wee bit low for the cheap seats, but the Blues got a better vision than me. Bromhead punching that out into centre. They won't get it in time, so she will go through safe to first. And Nuku will bring in number 5, Michaela Cross, the DR, 2-run for Bromhead. So next up for the Bears, number 13, Bohemian Quinn. High, deep, but into the waiting glove of the centre fielder for Howick, Devlin Ontivios, to take the first out. So Cross will hold up at 1, and that'll bring up number 12, Arahan Nonoa. No, we're going for the bunt. It sort of popped up and sat there for a second before dropping and spinning back out. So here we go. On that inside edge. 2 strikes. And pulled out of the swing, but not in the Blues' eyes. 3rd strike called. So no will head on back. That'll bring up number 17, Taylor Maxwell. So trying to throw down there, but made a bit of a mare of the catch in the throw. Allowed Cross to keep rounding. She's headed through to 3rd. Nice piece of base running. Maxwell going after it, but fouling off. And tip foul for the third strike and the side away. We'll be back. More fantastic softball out at Meadowlands. We'll be going into the bottom of the fourth. Bears still leading this one, 2-0.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double-barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper.
Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. In the box was number 20, Alison Spinus. She's off and gone. First pitch and a huge drive out to the fence between left and centre field. She'll collect a stand-up double for that one. That'll bring up number 7, Brianna Gibson. So Gibson just fouling that one down the first base line. Controversial, must have been by an absolute hair. So obviously the DR4 Howick Samantha Greenwood sliding into 3 there. Bromhead was convinced she had it, but couldn't convince the blue. And she'll come home on that hit from Gibson. Just a short one out to right field. Maxwell coming in. Couldn't get it in the glove in time. So Gibson will be safe. So Howick clawing one back. They'll bring in number 47, Amy Blythe, to run for Gibson. And in the box now, number 3, Ariana Kingy. Going for the throw down to 1 wasn't great. Rise ball from Morrison. Couldn't tempt Kingy with it. And picking up the double. Nice throw from Bromhead to Hooper at 2. Quick transfer back to Tegan at 1. Double play done. 2 down for Howick. Got a hurt. But beautiful piece of fielding nonetheless. So to bring up number 12, Tamsin Smith for Howick. Fouled off on that one. Hit hard and high. Maxwell will come in from right field and comfortably settle under that one for the 3rd out. We'll be back going into the top of the 5th. Bears leading this one 2-1.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, welcome back to Meadowlands. Howick versus Bears. In the box, number 2, Kayla Clark. Fly high out to left field. Natasha Taylor comfortably settling under that one. In the box, Aisha Hooper. Big hit by Hooper. It's sitting up. And the centre fielder for Howick will come through and take that catch. 2 down for the Bears. Brings in one of the changes. Number 14, Evie Craig. Big swing and a miss by Craig. 1 on the count. Got a piece, but fouled out down the third base line. Two and two, the count on Craig. Fouled off. Dead ball. Craig determined to stay in there. Another foul. Punched by Craig, but through to the shortstop. Throw is successful. 3 down for the Bears. No change in the score. Still leading this one, 2-1. We'll be back in a second going into the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to Meadowlands out in Howick. Bears versus Howick. Bears 2-1 up in this one. Currently in the box. The DP for the day and number 19, Phoebe Davies. Just the one change made by Nuku in the break. Tyler Morrison will come back in for a rest, and the young one, Hope Marker, out on the diamond. Nice work done by Amatangi getting across to block it. Couldn't get the throw off in time. So Davies will go through for a single. So DR brought into a run for Davies. So in the box for Howick, at number 18, Kaylee White. A couple of changes obviously just being made, signal through to the blue. Hit up and over the head of the first baseman. So White will go through safe to first. Runners now 1 and 2. That'll bring up number 5, Natasha Taylor. So count, 2 balls, no strikes. Just outside, moves the count to 3 and 1. One laid down, Bromhead will come forward. So they'll take the sacrifice out at first, move those runners to 2 and 3. Scoring contention. Nuku just coming out to have a chat. So another change by Nuku. He'll bring Hope Maka back in. Bring Michelle Fletcher out onto the mound. So Fletcher just going through her warm-ups. Should be ready to go in a second. we go. So number 8, Altivios, punching one high to right. Maxwell coming in fast and getting under that. Throw through to home, so cut the runners off. So number 2, Zoe Toloff in the box for Howick. Strike called. Nice change up there from Fletcher. So she's got 2 on Toloff. Toloff punches high, but straight into the waiting glove of Maxwell on right. Side away, no runs in. So we'll be back going into the top of the 6th. Bears still leading this one, 2-1.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with the Texas size sweet spot.
Okay, just about ready. Obviously, last batter was the catcher for Howick, so just need a little bit of time to let her get her gear on. So top of the 6th here, Bears 2-1 up. First up for the Bears, number 6, Tegan Bromhead. So swing and a miss from Bromhead on the first one. And hit high and deep to left field. But Natasha Taylor out in that posse, comfortably under that for the catch. Next up in the box, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Punch down from Fletcher, but straight back to the pitcher. She'll take the easy out at 1. And that'll bring up number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. Bromhead fouling that one off. Hit well, but straight at the shortstop. So Kaylee White will take their catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back going into the bottom of the 6th.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, bottom of the 6th. Back in the box for the Bears, and number 20, Alison Spinus Valinus. I know I'm probably not saying that name wrong, so I do apologise to Alison in advance. So 2 pitches down, 2 balls. Another big strong hit. This time though straight to centre field into the waiting glove of Kayla Clark. So 1 down for Howick. That'll bring up number 7, Brianna Gibson. And Gibson just trying to look to pop over the top of the infield. Didn't quite come off for her. Just popped that one straight into Bromhead's glove at third. So that'll bring back into the box for Howick, number 3, Ariana Kingi. Slightly slow one from Feature. King is swinging early, just coming off the top of the bat. And a big swing and a miss from Kingy on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the count. Two and 2. Pardon me, that one just fouling off. Catching on straight on the front of the helmet. So just take a second to reset. No real damage done. They breed them tough out west. So, just about ready. Helmet goes back on. And Kingy getting under it, but popping it up straight into the waiting glove of Amatangi. It's short. 3 down for Howick. Be back going into the top of the 7th. Tight game so far, but Bears still holding 2-1. Okay, here we go, heading into the home stretch, top of the 7th, currently in the box, number 13, Bu Quinn. Down the tram line for a called strike. Couldn't tempt her with a rise. 1-1. Big swing from Quinn. So 2-2 the count. Bit of a hello, anyone awake in the dugout? So fouled off down the first base line. Noah will elect to swap sides now. So 2-2. Fouling off. Must admit, started turning into a gorgeous day out at Howick. And Quinn hitting that one down into the dirt, but straight to the second baseman, who will take the out through to first. Next up, number 12, Arahan Noa. think the ball was just about down to the dirt and no one was going gardening on that one. So swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. Big swing, but not a money shot in this one. 2 strikes. No, popping up, but straight into the first baseman's glove. Old Phoebe Davies taking that catch. 2 down for the Bears. Brings up one of the debutants for the day, number 34, Tyann Bromhead Lamalu. So obviously bringing the lefty in, Clark will come around to warm up on the other side. So 1 ball. Big swing. 1-1. Put it down. So fumble from Kingy at third. Tyann will go through safe at 1. And Nuku will bring out Michaela Cross, the DR for the day, 2 run for Bromhead Lamalu. And next, number 2, Kayla Clark. Clark hits, it's in the hole. So Bears now with runners on, 1 and 2. And Nuku electing to bring out a runner for Clark. Another one of the debutantes for the day, number 3, Samantha Hutchinson. So in the box, number 7, Aisha Hooper. 2 down for the Bears, runners 1 and 2. Got her on the inside edge. 1 and 1. Slower pitch. Hit down towards Nuku on the third base coach's box. 2 balls, 1 strike. No. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big swing by Hooper, but just coming off the top of the bat. Hit high, runners will go. safely into the glove of the waiting second baseman to end the innings for the Bears, I should say. We'll be back. Last shot by the look of it, going into the bottom of the 7th. Bears still leading this one, 2-1. Okay, looks like we're just about ready to rock. So number 12, Tamsin Smith in the box for Howick. First one down, fouled off. Nice change up from Fletcher. Nice work from Fletcher on the hills. No balls, 2 strikes. Hit high and hard, but out to left field, where Quinn will come around comfortably to take that catch. One down for Howick. That'll bring up number 19, Phoebe Davies. Big hit by Davies, but again, Quinn will come round, take that catch. 2 down. That'll bring up number 18, Kaylee White. White getting out of jail on that one. Just coming out of the glove of Bromhead at 1. So she'll go through safe at 1. DR called. So number 4, Samantha Greenwood, will come in to run for Kaylee White. That'll bring up into the box number 17, Claudia Gibson. Swing and a miss from Gibson on her first. Just coming out of Fletcher's hand a wee bit late. We'll call it a rise. Fouled off. Count 1 and 2. driven hard down the line to Bromhead at third. Did well to get down the dirt and pick that. But the throw was successful through to first. And Bears will take this one 2 runs to 1. Thanks for tuning in. Keep an eye on the site. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You can tag and be notified when live games are coming up. We will be back. We'll take a small break in the meantime. Put a bit of energy back in these devices, and we'll see you shortly.